Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's More Makeup Please, and today we are doing a brow tutorial, hence why I'm not wearing a whole lot of other makeup. So if you want to see how to get your brows poppin', then just keep it watching. So first I'm just gonna start by combing out my brow hair. My eyebrows are microbladed, but it's kind of old and like worn, not like worn out, but like faded. If you guys don't know what microblading is, it's essentially like tattooed eyebrows, except it's like tattooed makeup. It's honestly the best thing I've spent my money on. I'm gonna take my pomade, and if your pomade's a little bit dry, I would just go ahead and spray a little bit of some setting spray in there. I like to use the Fix Plus because it's like kind of like more of a hydrating setting spray. 2 pumps should be good. I'm gonna go ahead, it's very hard to see with this like right above, but I'm gonna go ahead and dip my brush just a little bit into the product. I have a little bit on here. I'm just gonna wipe a little bit in my cap, just side to side, so that way I'm not getting too much product on my brows the first go through. So now that we've done that, I'm gonna start here. And I'm holding the brush sort of the end, so that way it helps you to not have such like a hard hand on it. It makes it just very light and feathery. I want the line to be as straight as possible because like this bottom line is essentially like the foundation of your brow. I'm gonna take my brush spoolie side and then slightly comb my eyebrows just a little bit down so I can see where that line is. Do this even if your eyes aren't microbladed because you want to see like where the hair starts growing. So now that I can see that, I'm gonna take it exactly from the top, from the bottom line we created. And I love when I spray my Dipbrow because it just makes the product glide so seamless, so smooth, and it really just snatches it. So now that I have those 2 lines, I've basically connected them already. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start filling them in, and my hair is growing this way, so that's the way I'm gonna start pushing the product. This is a really good brow, guys. I'm really proud of myself right now because sometimes, you know, you have bad makeup days.
Okay, so I know I did this a little bit strange and I could have just drawn one seamless line at the beginning, but I like to kind of separate what I'm doing. So after I draw that line underneath my brow, connecting it to the first one we drew, I'm gonna just take my spoolie brush and just start combing that line up, essentially just to blend the line up. And you don't want to go back and forth because that makes it look really muddy, so just make sure that you're just going directly up with the comb.
Now that I've done that, I'm just gonna comb the brow hairs slightly. And this helps me to see if there needs to be any places where I missed that they need to be a little bit darker or more filled in. So I'll just go ahead and do that. This is the step that I really enjoy, and it really helps for people that have sparse brows and you want them to look more defined. So I'm gonna go ahead, and the tallest part of my angled brush, I'm gonna hold that at the beginning of my brow and make slight flickering motions up so it will create the illusion of hairs. And remember, you're still holding your finger at like the end of the brush, so that way it's very light-handed and you're not going too hard. So I normally don't do the first line at the first, like at the beginning, because what if I did pick up more product than I wanted, then it looks too harsh. So I go just a little bit past the very beginning of the brow. And I just make, you see that's why we started there. Make a couple more. And then now I'm gonna go to the front. Nice, I actually like it like this, but I'm gonna go ahead and just try to diffuse it just a little bit. And take my concealer and my little handy dandy eyebrow brush, and they're back and forth.
So with the concealer, I'm making sure not to go directly underneath my brow, because if there's too much concealer, it can start kind of like bleeding into the brow, and it's going to be way harder to blend because it's so close. So if you just get it right underneath, you can start pushing the product upward.
A little bit of brow hair that's fallen astray from the rest of the brow, so this will definitely help with that. I'm not gonna press really hard into my brow. I'm just gonna slightly just go over the brow just to kind of push it back because it's being stubborn. So now let's go on to brow number 2. So this is going to be the more natural brows. And now I'm going to brush through them again. So I am noticing that this one is a bit darker. This one is way darker. Oh, I'm gonna have such a complex with that, like trying to get them. It's fine, just get over it, Erica. Okay. And then I'm gonna blend it with my finger. Pushing it a little bit forward, but we're not gonna directly apply any concealer underneath because this is the natural brow. So because it's the more natural brow, we're not going to go at the top at all. I'm just going to put some brow mascara. Ooh. Ooh. There's like a hair in there. And I'm not gonna start from the front. I'm just gonna kind of start from the middle. I hope you guys can see the difference, and I really hope you guys learned something. If you would like to see more videos, here is my social media. Remember to like and share this video with your friends so everybody can have snatched eyebrows, no matter if they are more natural look or a more poppin' look. And that's it, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.